I'm getting ready to go to a wedding, and I thought I should quickly sit and share this with you guys. I'm sure we have all seen the stats. Divorce rates are at an all-time high, and we could choose to be neutral, ignore all that is going on, or we can choose to join the choir that is singing that marriage is a scam, or we can choose to empower marriages, recognizing that marriages are the cornerstone of society. What we see is that we, as people, especially in the business space, that people really do go all out and invest in either skills, knowledge. So people will buy books, they will go for seminars, conferences, go for courses to make sure that they are fully informed, fully equipped for this venture that they are on. Hence why then the business will be successful, because of the amount of effort that is going on, or that is going into making sure that this business is a success. But when it comes to marriage, it's a completely different thing. That we think that things will just happen naturally. We don't invest anything. There are no books on marriage that we are reading. We hear about a seminar on marriage. We don't attend, no conference, nothing. So there is zero investment that we put into making sure that our marriages work. And I've been thinking about this, that I think one of the most critical phases is that transition now from singleness to say, okay, now we want to get married. That it is so critical, and for most of us, we think that it's just a natural progression, that no, we've been dating for some time. So it's time now that we now go on to the next phase of marriage. But there is no preparation for marriage, because dating and marriage are completely different beasts. And we need to be intentional that we prepare ourselves well, so that by the time we get into marriage, we are fully equipped. Just like now you are looking for a job, the job will say, okay, no, we need somebody with this qualification. They should have this much experience. That we are not going to take somebody who is not well equipped and put them in this position, because they will fail. But we do that with marriage, that we do not invest before the marriage to make sure, how do I equip myself for this venture that I am going into? And I believe that one of the most critical things going into marriage is communication, that we need to know how to communicate. And there are a few topics that I feel that are very important, that for a couple that is courting, that is in courtship, that is preparing, or even while you are, I think even before you get married, because sometimes because some of these conversations, we have them when we are now transitioned, when we have now announced to everybody that we are getting married, that it is difficult then that, when you learn something new during the preparation phase, that you might say, you can't say, let us hold back here. I'm discovering something. So these are conversations, I believe, that shouldn't be had during the wedding preparation process, but rather during the dating phase. And it is important that we recognize the importance and why the Bible encourages no sex before marriage. Because if you are being intimate, every time you guys meet, the whole goal, or most of the time, the goal will be to end up being intimate. So then it takes away from the conversations that you guys could be having. So here are some topics that I feel are important for people who are in the dating phase, that you are now seeing that this thing is getting serious and we might end up getting married. So before we get there, let us address some of these things. And number one, which is critical, and we see the statistics that this is one of those big factors that contribute to people actually getting a divorce, is finances. That we need to talk about finances, your financial status going into the marriage, your income, any outstanding debts. That people need to have these conversations. That even going into the marriage, we know that most times women are the ones who are more frugal than men. That hey, if we end up in a marriage, who is going to be handling the finances? Who is going to be paying the bills? that is a critical conversation to have. Another is kids. Do you want kids? How many kids do you want? When would you want to have these kids? And how are we going to raise these kids? And one very critical one is, why are we getting married? Is it because of loneliness? Or is it because everybody around me is getting married? So then I am also getting married because everybody else is doing it. Do I see myself with this person? That at 60 years, can I see myself with this same person? And one other is also chores, or the roles in the family. What role are you going to have? I mean, for some, they go against what is traditional, that you find that the man is the one who does most of the cooking because the guy is a good cook. So these are conversations that we need to be having before we enter into marriages. That, what are your career goals? What would happen? Would you move with me? What are your plans? What is your dream? What are your hopes? What are your fears? What are your traumas? That these are the conversations. We need to be taking time to learn each other, how this person reacts in times of difficulty, when that person is facing challenges. How do they resolve conflicts? Their temperaments. So their communication styles, their love languages. That these are the conversations that we need to be having as people who are transitioning. Who's the spender here? Who's the saver? Or are we both spenders, or are we both savers? How are we going to manage a relationship, our relationships with our friends and with our in-laws and our families? That the boundaries that we would set, the involvement that other people will have, the input that people will have in our marriage. That these are the conversations that we need to have before. And I'm emphasizing the importance of premarital counseling. That it is very critical and important. It is a time of unearthing some things and really learning your partner, your potential spouse, so that by the time you make that decision that this is the person I'm committing myself to for the rest of my life, that you are well aware that both of you guys are fully equipped. So if it is not obvious, I am for team marriage building. I am for team strong marriages, that we need strong marriages in order for better communities, for better nations. So we should be cheering on and supporting anybody who is getting married. That it is not just about the wedding day, but it is about the life that then happens after the wedding day.